Hello, my name is Teacher Paula, and I am not in my online classroom again. I am on my way for day 2 of my brick and mortar school in the midst of COVID-19. The sun is shining today, whereas yesterday it was kind of cloudy and dreary, kind of made for a rough start to the first day, but today is sun shining. We still don't know much more than we knew yesterday about what we're doing. I was able to get a hold of a couple of my students. Neither one of them are going to be able to do online classes, so I'm going to be making packets for them. Started the packets a little bit yesterday. I'm going to be working on those some more today. I could be working from home, but I have 2 colleagues that I work closely with, 2 other reading and recovery teachers, and we're putting the packets together. I mean, we're each in our own room, but we are kind of doing it as simultaneously. And I have a couple of Google Hangout meetups today. Could still do that from home, but there's just some copies for the packets that I can't copy at home. So I'm coming in early. Well, I have to be there at 8:30. I'm on my way. Get the copies made, hoping I can get that done quickly, and then go ahead and finish out the week working at home. We'll see. We have a meeting with our campus principal online today. Also, after he had a meeting with the superintendent yesterday afternoon. We are in the midst of it now because my small town does have a confirmed case of the COVID-19 in our local hospital. The town that I live in is where our county hospital is at, so all of the smaller towns come here. We don't know anything about this patient, which we're not going to, and that's okay. We don't need to know. I would kind of like to know where they've been. You know, have they been to Walmart when I was there? Have they been to the grocery store? Are they in the school system? You know, you just have a lot of questions about that. Is there any possible way that I could have come in contact with them? So I have my gloves, my mask, and I have a scrub overcoat that I am bringing with me in case I need it. We are not in contact with students as of yet, and so I'm not sure how much contact we will have with them when they start picking up packets and things like that. My son is a permanent sub in our school district, and yesterday he worked at our intermediate school putting things from the kids' lockers into sacks with their names on them. And they're setting up times and stuff for the kids to come get those. He wore gloves, even though that the virus is probably not on the things in the lockers. He says these intermediate kids, he says some of those lockers were pretty nasty. So he did that, but he got an email saying that he did not have to report for duty today, and he would still get paid, but he is considered on call. He needs to be available from 8:30 to 3:30, no more than an hour away from our central office, and that's no problem. He's got to be in isolation at the house until or when he gets a call, so there's no issue with him going anywhere farther. So I am just excited that he's still going to get paid. A permanent sub in our district is contracted. So he is on contract with them. He's guaranteed so many hours, and he will get paid for those hours. If he had just been a sub, he would have just been out of luck and not gotten any pay for that. So we are at least blessed that he was hired as a permanent sub while he's getting his teaching certificate. I do not know any more about the hotspot. I'm hoping that our principal can enlighten us a little bit more about that today. I am a little bit concerned because my husband's boss from another town came yesterday, and they were together at the office, And then we found out that his girlfriend is an ER nurse in the larger town that's close to us and has worked one-on-one with some of the COVID-19 patients there. It's kind of heart-wrenching to me as a wife and a mom, thinking, oh, did they take the right precautions? Should he have even come? My husband didn't even know this until after the fact. You just don't know where you are in uncharted waters. Everything is so uncertain. And also, as I'm making this, I'm very sorry for the road noise. I was listening to yesterday's and I realized that the road noise is so much, but I'm making this as my commute. This is when I have time to kind of make this vlog journal of my COVID-19 journey. And so I'm sorry about the road noise. Just bear with me and we'll get through this. So as I'm approaching the small town that I work in, that is not too far from my hometown, there is hardly any traffic. There is no cars to be seen, no people to be seen. So that is a good sign, just because we were not sure how much the population in this little town truly understood the severity of COVID-19, just because of the different language barriers and of the different cultures. You know, we don't know what they perceive in the way of something like this like we do. Is it their top priority? And you know, in a lot of these cases, it may not be their top priority. Their top priority is hunger. Their top priority is keeping their lights on. Their top priority is water. You know, they have a lot of things going on that they're just trying to provide for their families. And they may not have the money to go out and stock up and to do things and get extra food or stock up on things like some of the rest of us are able to. I'm pulling into our parking lot and I can already see that there are less vehicles today than there were yesterday. Yesterday we were parking out into the third row of parking places, and I can park in the front row, I can park in the second row, I can park in the third row. There are tons of empty parking places. So that is telling me people are starting to choose to work from home. That is telling me that they have told the paraprofessionals not to come in because they are not considered essential. They are saying that us as teachers are essential staff because we're essential to these children, because we provide education to them, we provide a safe place for them. We will also be helping to provide food for them. I know that these children rely on us for a lot of things, and I am very torn between this because I also have a family at home that I need to keep safe. And I need to be thinking about them also. I love my job where I'm at, and I love these children, and I will do what I need to do. But I love my family even more, and I need to take precautions for them. So as I walk in today, I say a prayer that this COVID-19 is stopped. I have successfully gotten my packets ready for my kiddos. Remember, I only see 5 reading recovery students, and so we have gotten their packets ready. I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm going to show you what we got. We are doing a cut-up sentence with them, where they're going to have a cut-up sentence for each day. We've already put them in envelopes. We stapled them together so that the envelopes wouldn't get all messed up. We have enough for 5 days. They will take it out. They'll put it together. They'll glue it in their journal, write it, and then draw a picture. We also have a writing journal for them where I've given them a sample of when I was sick, and they're going to write it, a story, and then draw a picture. And that one shouldn't be in there twice. And then they have the rest of theirs that they'll do in there. Then we have a vowel chart for them. So when they're reading or writing, if they need help with a short vowel. We have a blends chart.
And on the other side of it is an ABC chart, and we've laminated it. We've given them some guided reading books on their level, colored pencils to draw with, a red pen to write with, a glue stick, and an eraser. Everything is just for a week except for the writing journal, and there's a 2 weeks worth in it. Then we will change out within the next week. So we've got all of that ready to go. We do not know yet exactly when our kids will be picking up, but as of now, I am no longer working at school. I will be working from home.
Hello. It is 3:40 on Tuesday afternoon, and I am finally on my way home from my second day of the COVID-19 school shutdown. I showed you earlier, I did get all of my packets finished. I will officially be working from home unless I am called in for any reason. We've been told that we're considered on duty from 8:30 to 3:30, even if we're working at home. We need to be available for no longer than an hour's distance away from our school, and that is no problem. I'm not going anywhere anyway. It would be crazy to go anywhere during this time. I was still not able to contact 2 of my students or their families, and neither was their classroom teacher. We are not sure what's going to happen with that. We sent those names to our principal. He supposedly is going to see what he can do or what can be done in that instance. Still do not know exactly what day next week my kids that are first graders will be picking up their packets. That hasn't been decided on yet either. So I'm in limbo. I'm good with it because I'm going to be working from home, and I have done what I can do at this point, and it's all good with me. I cannot do any more. I've gotten my packets, and at this point, that's where I'm at. We did not get any good news about getting internet for the kids that don't have internet. We were told that the best that they would be able to do would be able to get a hotspot in a certain location. So if they were to do it at the rec center or at the library, they could set up a hotspot there in this small town that I teach in. But then that would defeat the purpose, because then all of the kids would need to congregate in that one area. And if they're going to congregate in one area to have the hotspot to attend a class online, they might as well come to school. So that was going to defeat that purpose of keeping them isolated and quarantined, which we're not sure how much that's happening anyway, because we keep having kids trying to come to school. And yesterday morning, the Monday back after spring break, we had clearly over 50 kids try to show up for school yesterday, and some of them cried when we told them that they had to go back home. That's because our school is their safe place, and I understand that, and I feel for those babies. I love them, and I want the best for them, and I do worry about them. These are uncertain times, and I've got to take care of things that I need to take care of, and I will pray for their safety. We are going to be providing them meals so that we do know that they're getting food and taken care of. So they will be receiving lunch, or they are receiving breakfast and lunch. Then we have many of our students receive snack packs for the weekends, and those are also getting delivered. So for right now, that's all that I know that's going on with my teaching during the COVID-19. I will update as I go along. I imagine, or I hope tomorrow it's not quite as long, because I won't be going to school. We do have a meeting that we're going to attend, but I can do that from home. Being an online ESL teacher, I am well equipped with anything that I need to do at that point in time. So I might get some more information. It may just be an update, let's get together kind of thing, but I will be anxious to see what that is, and I'll let you know. So that's day 2 in the books.